All right, guys, welcome back. Let's go. Let me check this place out. Before we touch that and activate some shit.
Security threat detected. Elevator shutdown in effect. Override key authorization required.
All right. Well, I'm gonna leave this shit here because probably be a fight in here later, obviously.
This must be the room.
It's probably best not to engage in combat here because Leon's having episodes. Wonder if you could execute. Oh, I didn't even check. I'm gonna make up the trip all the way back. I didn't check if this new axe has upgrades. No, no upgrades. Yo, this shit is worth 25 grand. It's called Mortal Edge. Let's equip it. Oops, let's examine. That's right. This has a suppressor. Did I kill all of them? Nope. Just kind of hoping that headshot on the brain would kill. Let me try that one more time. Yeah.
This must be the room. I'll take out as many of you fuckers as I can. Haven't changed much, have you?
Door there. Exactly. Oh, there we go. I didn't even see this first. Let me listen. I didn't hear anything, but then again I got interrupted by an episode. Alright, yeah, I don't hear nothing. Bro, come on. Holy shit. Alright, that was close.
Warning, autoclave.
Oh,
compromised.
shit.
Pod lockdown unavailable. Memory corrupt. Self-repair functionality offline. Aerosol monitor warning. Pod lockdown unavailable.
Let's get this over with.
The elevator will arrive shortly. The elevator has arrived.
Didn't see that before.
I can't waste any more time here. I need to go.
Hang on, buddy.
Almost sure.
No, dude. Come on.
Not done yet.
Come on, man. Get up.
What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind?
My research opened Pandora's box, unleashing disaster upon the world.
Except Elpis, the goddess of hope? Or so the myth goes.
A blind hope.
What do you mean?
Humans cannot predict when death will come for them. This is why they have hope. I was wrong, and I am plagued by guilt. Happiness cannot be achieved at the expense of others. I think that's enough for today.
Why did you accept my request for an interview?
Oh, shit.
Who is the... Is that one of your subjects?
Of course not. She was alone in the world. I took her in to make amends.
Is she...
Perfectly normal. Just an average child needing a home. She is my hope. Aren't you beautiful? Would you like to hold her?
Grace.
Okay. She's adorable. What's her name?
Grace.
I'm guessing the passcode's Grace. Spencer's last hope.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell me?
I've said my piece. I only hope it serves as a requiem for those who have passed.
Or maybe the password's Requiem, the title of the game. That is also a possibility.
Leon. Leon.
Fuck.
Oh, I need to hurry.
Oh, the screen turned off. I didn't even get a chance to look, or not that I didn't get a chance, I forgot to look at what the other file names were. Wait, hold on. Did we get... Letter from Patrick. Miss Alyssa Ashcroft, I hope this letter finds you in good health. My name is Patrick, and I'm writing to you as the butler of Oswald E. Spencer. Perhaps you remember me. I'd like to extend my gratitude once more to you for taking the time to interview Master Oswald. I'm writing you today to inform you of his last will and testament. In his later years, my master was often in a state of unrest and his speech was somewhat jumbled. As such, his last will and testament was quite unintelligible aside from the following passage. I'd appreciate if you could read it carefully. Kindly respond at your earliest convenience. Below follows an excerpt from the will. I designate Alyssa Ashcroft as the guardian of my adopted daughter Grace. She will be safe in her care. Oswald E. Spencer. Wow. I mean, that much was clear. Oh, hold on. 1300, Oswald E. Spencer. World War and Cold War founded Umbrella out of despair. Loquacious. T-virus, bioweapons, incomplete blood research, immortality, memory transfer, advanced breed of human mind control, all for the evolution of humanity. Bioterrorism and human experimentation, no response to the two questions. Doubt. Elpis will be their Requiem, perhaps? That's what I'm thinking. I think it's Requiem, and I think that's the password. Elpis, look it up later. Impressions. More rational than expected, a pure scientist and idealist. That purity was the origin of madness, a twisted genius at his core. Some hesitation in his speech. Is he hiding something? Anger, regret? Okay. So Grace was his last... Oswald's last good thing he brought into the world in his desperate state. Just make sure nothing else. Okay. Gotta make our way to the elevator. And we're going into the study. It's gotta be some goodies here. M. Spencer's study, obviously. Could that M, could the woman in this painting in that M be Miranda? Spencer's chair. Okay, so no actual files in here, but clearly his study. Just making sure.
This is finally my chance to do something.
Maybe Elpis is a cure.
Oh, Leon!
Like maybe like it could be like because he said Elpis Elpis will be their requiem, and like maybe Spencer knew the T virus would eventually do it, and maybe it's actually a cure for the T virus infection killing, like his last good act.
Hey, it's me. Grace, oh, please.
Like him trying to do something good.
Wake up, wake up.
I mean, that was like a theory from the beginning when Elpis was mentioned, too.
I was just resting my eyes.
Like, they needed, like, at first everyone thought that maybe you might need Grace's blood for, to make Elpis the cure. Because we thought, like, Gideon was, like, was infected. Because, oh boy, I'm hoping it's a, oh, he's just waiting here for us.
It's okay. Soon left are wide open for us. Any wrong code will do. It'll destroy Elpis.
Let's try.
Grace, whatever it takes. I can buy you some time.
No. No, I have an idea.
I trust you. I trust you.
So, the prodigal daughter returns.
I know the password.
Fulfill your destiny, and all will be forgiven.
Only if you let Leon live.
Very well.
Oh, fuck. I kind of want to release it. I'm hoping it's a cure or something. Wanted to read that transcript again. Fuck it.
Please know that you are my hope.
She is my hope. A blind hope.
We're taking that leap of faith.
This is it.
What are you doing, Grace?
Spencer regretted what he did.
Well done.
You promised.
Yes, that I would let him live.
It's got to be a cure.
Mr. Kennedy, I give you the honor of experiencing my power firsthand.
I'm not sure Elpis is what you think it is. There's nothing special about me. I was never any key. Spencer wanted to make amends.
But you released Elpis. What is it? Tell me!
Leon!
Why? My powers!
Elpis is Spencer's atonement. It's an antivirus.
Oh, yeah. Bro, hurry up and inject Leon, bro.
Amazing. I am humbled by my master's genius.
Your research was wrong. Elpis wasn't a weapon. There was never a key.
Spencer's paper was obviously incomplete. There was no connection between Grace and Emily.
Do you know how much time and money I wasted on this?
Don't you see the genius? With Elpis, all virus-based weapons are useless. The world order would be thrown into chaos.
We wanted a weapon.
Instead, Spencer gave us anarchy. I will carry his torch and bring his vision to life.
You? You and Spencer were a means to an end.
Yet he outwitted you all.
Spencer defied us and paid the price with his life. He was nothing.
You are nothing but an imitation.
It's over, Victor. The connections is done with
Oh,
you.
he's part of the... Oh!
We can't let him have it.
Your ignorance is staggering.
Leon, it's a cure. Oh, it's working. Leon, it's working. Wake up.
Now, let it all come down. All of it.
Grace, what happened?
He called Zeno an imitation, by the way, so I'm pretty sure Zeno could be Spencer clone?
It's gonna go!
Unless I'm taking that way too literal.
Grab something!
Where the fuck is Grace?
Grace. Grace!
Time to bury Umbrella's last skeleton.
Spencer's vision lives through me. And I will see that it is brought to fruition.
And how many more will have to die for that vision?
Saw some shotgun ammo in the...
Excellent fool! Sacrifices must be made! In the grand scheme of things, a few lives are nothing.
Not to me. I swore that I'd always protect those lives.
Where'd he go? Holy shit.
Seems you're reaching your limit.
Get up!
I will not let those ideals win. Give it up!
Whew!
It's over.
We all know it's not over. It's never that easy. Ooh.
Nemesis.
Oh.
Damn relentless.
Oh, damn. Wow. Oh, I tried to parry him. Ow. Oh. I interrupted the sharpening. Oh shit. What was that purple flash? Put that shit in his heart, bro.
This time, you ain't getting back up.
Nice.
Grace, where are you?
Sherry.
Sherry, come in. Sherry.
Shit.
Grace.
Grace, hang on. Grace. Grace.
Come on, girl.
Leon.
We need to get you out of here. Come on. Let's get you out.
There's no way out, is there?
Phone call real quick.
Well, I'm not gonna leave your side. I'm gonna sit right here with you.
What?
I guess this is it then.
Oh, this Wolfhound Squad. Yo, that means
Leon S. Kennedy?
Depends who's asking.
Alpha, you read me, sir? Yeah, they're safe. I got them. Yes, sir.
Mr. Kennedy, I have a message from Captain Redfield.
What was the message? Fucking BSAA, bro. Please show him.
I'll be damned. Can't believe that antiviral actually worked. Feel better than I have in ages.
Oh, thank God. I'm glad you're okay.
We got a dose with your name on it. We'll be back in action in no time.
Thank you, Leon.
Would have been a lot smoother if Chris hadn't been so late to the party.
Where is Chris, anyway?
No idea.
What was he?
I'm sure I'll run into him at some point.
What was his message?
Yeah, I'll call you back. It's over then.
Yeah. Hope this really was our last hope.
Oh, let's pray Umbrella hasn't left us any more nasty surprises.
I wish we could have saved Emily.
Grace, I didn't hit any of her vitals. She could still be alive.
What are you saying?
Maybe we can save her.
Oh, with the Elpis? No more gloves.
The government has confirmed the existence of an actively trading bioweapons lab located here in the ruins of Raccoon City. The origin point for the worldwide spread of bioorganic weapons. This illegal facility appears to have been in operation for decades.
Sources say that the extension of the lockdown and the recent series of mysterious deaths may be related to tragic events in Raccoon City 28 years ago.
Nice.
Evidence seized in Raccoon City has led the Justice Department to reopen its investigation into Oswald Spencer and the long-defunct Umbrella Corporation. Some believe the government deliberately drove Umbrella into bankruptcy.
That's what that file was saying.
Is credited with cracking the Oswald Spencer story. Conspiracy theorists are already claiming that she was killed in a cover-up, and that the organization responsible
wasn't a conspiracy theory.
Controlling our government.
Tonight, in a speech from the Oval Office, the president is expected to reject
Of course he is.
any government involvement since the Raccoon City incident.
Rhodes Hill. Awesome, man. Oh, that game was straight fire. Holy shit. Man. Oh my god, this song is definitely copyrighted. Ah, screw it. Did that? I think that spider photo just said Titan Spinner. That's the name of the black spider. Man. Okay. Let's kind of wait for the music, but this shit's still going. Um, I was gonna give my thoughts because I thought the music would chill out. I'm gonna let it play. I'll wait till it's finished because I can't really. I want to talk, but like there's fucking singing lyrics. It's throwing me off. I don't want to skip either, just in case I skip anything. Oh, also, I'm curious if I had chose the other option, how would this have ended? Is that it? Okay. I think that's it. All right. That game was awesome, bro. The pacing is the first thing that stands out to me because like switching between two characters is definitely a tricky thing to do, and I think this game did like a phenomenal job doing like handling it. Because I mean, a prior worry to this, they did say it was going to be in an interview, it was going to be 50-50, but I wasn't sure how that was going to play out. Like, I thought maybe, I definitely am surprised, like, how they handled it, because I definitely thought it was just going to be continuous, like, back and forth, like, back and forth, back and forth, but, like, nah. The early part of this game is just primarily Grace with, like, some smaller Leon sections, and then the second half is, like, flipped, where it's primarily Leon sections with a couple of Grace sections sprinkled in. So I think they weren't lying when they said it was 50-50. At no point did I ever personally feel by the end of it here that like one character had more than the other. At first I was a little bit worried in the beginning when like Grace's sections were longer and Leon would have like these short little, like, I guess you could call them like, I don't know, when I think about it, I think of them as like guardian angel sections where like he was like constantly saving her. She repaid the favor tenfold at the end there by saving us. But yeah, like I think they did an awesome job balancing it. Especially when like Leon's a fan favorite character, so most people are probably going to lean towards wanting to play him, but I think that, and then on top of that, the balance of like survival horror RE2 versus RE4 action, I think they nailed like a balance of that along with like some action set pieces that I wasn't expecting. Like I thought when I first saw the motorcycle, I thought, okay, for a second there I was like, oh, we're gonna get to ride it around Raccoon City, but then it didn't turn out to be that. So like I was like, when it was just an interaction, I was like, oh, okay, I thought we are gonna get to use it, but turns out No, it was an action set piece, an on rails kind of thing where you're shooting like super dogs, which is 100% homage to like the scene in the fucking scene in Vendetta with Leon being chased by dogs on the highway. That's straight up from that movie. Yeah, but that was like a nice way to handle that action set pieces, which I think there are a lot of things in this game as well. Before, I'm probably going to be all over the place here, going off on tangents, but before I forget to talk about it, there are a lot of mechanics in this game that I think are telltale, like almost like foreshadowing be the right word. Maybe I guess you could say that foreshadowing for like mechanics in other remakes. Like specifically RE5. Like I think that BSA data shop, collecting combat data and using it in the shop to buy weapons, upgrade ammo. I think they're going to use that for RE5 remake, and I think I'd be absolutely fine with that change if that's how they're going to do it. I think it'd be better if they adopted the RE4 style inventory system, although it is a co-op game, so I totally get why they don't want to go like full RE4, because like it's about sharing items, you know, trading with your partner, working together. So I don't think it'll be, I think it'll still be in the vein of the original RE5, but anyways, this is not us talking about RE5. This is just, I think that mechanic, or that shop mechanic and combat data is going to carry over to RE5, and I think it should. Like that'd be completely awesome. And I also hope that going forward with the rest of the games, I hope they do this sort of like narrative storytelling, because like the narrative was fucking awesome in this game, dude. And the character performances from like Leon and Grace, like they were top notch. I think you could argue the best in the series. I've got so many things on my head right now. I'm trying to... Music just got fucking way louder for me. Let me turn that down. I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Music made me lose my train of thought. Hold on. I'll continue speaking about the game after this. Okay. Get anything? Okay, back at the FBI.
And Sherry's okay?
Okay, Grace.
Good.
She got to be talking to Leon.
Emily, yeah, she's doing great.
Oh, Emily's okay?
I'm actually teaching her how to read.
Oh, I wonder if the cat, was it called cataract, is gone because she got cured.
Where's that report?
Sorry. Leon, gotta go. Catch up soon.
Oh, she got a new friend. Oh, her cataract did get healed. Look, it's her and Emily. Oh. Oh, here we go. What do we got?
Remaining BSAA forces have been neutralized. Retrieving the objective before they send in the wolves.
Okay. I'm just letting these pop up. Result standard classic 13 hours. Unlocked insanity mode. Oh god. Following content has been added to bonuses. Behind the scene videos, Grace's report. The following are now available in bonuses. Special content models, concept art. Jacket Leon, Jacket Grace, Tactical Light, Alligator Snapper. Tactical Light? Oh, is that like the laser sight? Grace's Costume Apocalypse. I guess that's from the download I had. Just want to look through all this stuff, then I'll get back to my thoughts. Leon Charm. Raccoon Roundup Matt Rhodes Hill. RPD Charm Leon. Complete letters from 19 about hunting down and investigating certain files in the main story. Okay, I'm curious which of those files were the 1998 files. Freya's Needle. Lightweight machine pistol that can be carried in one hand, prioritizes fire rate over precision, uses handgun ammo. So this is a Grace weapon. Kotetsu. It may look like a simple makeshift knife, but it's an incredibly well-made blade that will never break. So infinite knife for Grace. We already saw Matilda for Leon. Ghost Grudge. Large revolver with demonic symbol engraved on the grip. That's another Magnum for Leon. Redemption. Oh, I think this is Zeno's gun, I think. A break action single shot pistol. This custom version of a mid 20th century model delivers immense firepower, uses rifle ammo. Ladder carbine. Oh, you can get an infinite ribbon. Gotta complete the main story by releasing Elpis within 4 hours. Just beat the game in 4 hours, okay? More credits per kill. Extra level of tuning for weapon parts. So every weapon... Or is this just charms? No way every weapon gets like an additional upgrade slot. That's crazy. We missed 5 Mr. Raccoons. Wow. Increases firepower. Increase bullet penetration. Infinite ammo costs 50,000. $20,000 for infinite hatchets. Infinite ammo for the RPG. $35. Well, we found this in-game, but you have to buy the... I'm guessing all the ones we missed were at the Raccoon City. Because we had the map for Rhodes Hill and pretty much collected everything. FBI Tire Grace, RPD Leon. We'll go ahead and get these. I'm assuming this is probably like referring to an additional charm slot, so you can put like 2 charms on. Because that'd be pretty insane if you get an extra upgrade for like every gun. No complaints if you do, that'd be pretty cool. I actually would like to play the game in Apocalypse. That kind of like blue filter looks really nice. Classic Raccoon City music. Raccoon City Classic. Oh, that's cool. This fit looks super cool. We got the classic RE4. Definitely got to play the game with this. The final puzzle. Let the sweet peer hear the voice. Without using blood collector. Herbs or meds. We missed one file, bro? Where? What the fuck? Dude, we missed one fucking file. Cut the tongue off a liquor B2 using the hatchet. Wow. Oh, I could probably get this at the beginning of the game, like the first encounter with Leon, where you use the Magnum when you're getting surrounded by like hordes of zombies on the street in the outbreak. Oh, I didn't craft one Leon with it. Oh, I didn't craft one Leon. I didn't craft one item with Leon. Insanity difficulty. You get 40,000 CP for that. Speed Demon, you get 20,000. 35,000 for minimalist. 35,000 for no healing. 20 grand for the final puzzle. 10,000 for bloodlust. $40,000 for remarkable agent. Oh no, that's the insanity one. Oh, this is the report she wrote at the end. In 1998, Raccoon City was devastated by a massive outbreak caused by a viral leak from the pharmaceutical giant Umbrella. The United States government responded by launching a missile strike to wipe out the infected and erected a blockade to seal off the city. In 2004, following a court trial, the Umbrella Corporation declared bankruptcy. A complete account of the events was never released. However, in October 2026, it was discovered that a city had been used as a hub for the production and trafficking of bioweapons. This report reveals that the established narrative of the Raccoon City incident was falsified and elucidates newly discovered truths surrounding the incident. 1968. To properly understand the truth, we must first go back to the beginning of it all. In 1968, Oswald Lee Spencer, James Marcus, and Edward Ashford founded the Umbrella Corporation. Having witnessed the horrors of the Second World War and the dread of the Cold War, Spencer felt a sense of despair at watching the world repeat the same mistakes. He felt it was his duty to bring about a change to humanity. As stated in court records following the Raccoon City incident, his ultimate goal was to bring about the viral evolution of the human race. Thus, he relentlessly pursued virus research through illegal and inhumane means. This fact remains unchanged. 1970s. From the very beginning, Umbrella, the company faced rapid change and intense internal strife, most notably the sharp ideological divide between Spencer and Marcus. According to the court records, the conflict was cited as the primary factor leading to unusual developments which followed. In 1978, James Marcus developed the T-virus, which would go on to become the cause of the subsequent outbreak. 80s. This is a crucial period of understanding the basis of what caused the incident and the truth behind the entire case. Spencer's influence in ARC's establishment. Spencer used internal politics to have Marcus demoted, absorbing the T-virus research into a facility under his own control. From then on, Umbrella began to actively research and develop bioweapons under Spencer's leadership. The underground facility known as ARC, which was discovered during recent events, originally served as administrative center of Umbrella's research. Several documents outlining Spencer's plan for ARC have also been discovered. My bad. Excerpt for confiscated records, long-term strategic review 1980 0422. ARC-centric integrated research roadmap. Step 1, concentrate investment into Wesker's plan and the T-virus. Step 2, establishment of ARC as a central command center. Step 3, development of Elpis. Step 4, memory transfer and forced evolution. Okay. This is the first record instance of a significant keyword, Elpis. Connection involvement. Following documents regarding Marcus' involvement were also discovered. Excerpt confiscated records, received donation 1986-0138, recipient James Marcus, sender F Foundation, amount 30 mil. This document shows a suspicious flow of funds being channeled to Marcus. Past FBI investigations revealed that the source of the funds, the F Foundation, was just one of the puppet organizations of the connections. F Foundation no longer exists. The Connection is a criminal organization that various government agencies have been sounding the alarm against for years. The illicit group is at the heart of all this. Evidence suggests that the Connections sought involvement with Umbrella's central operations. Additional documents belonging to the protege of Marcus Brandon Bailey have been uncovered. Excerpts from Confiscated Records, Telegraph, 1988, 0996, Sender Brandon Bailey, Recipient F Foundation. Preparations are complete. I think it's time they made contact with me directly, don't you? I wait a response. This indicates that Bailey took over correspondence with the Connections, succeeding Marcus. Bailey was rumored to be the founder of the Connections, but he may have only been a small cog in the larger machine. We now believe the Connections has had deep roots in criminal underworld since before the 1980s. Much about the Connections remains unknown. Spencer's purge. In order for Spencer to obtain complete control over Umbrella, he used force to deal with any internal opposition and influential adversaries. A list of these individuals, seemingly prepared by an associate of Spencer, was recently discovered. Expert from Confiscated Records, reevaluation lists. Following the CEO's reevaluation protocol, measures will be taken against these individuals. Cheryl Moore, Michael Kramer, and James Marcus. Omitted. Wait, so there was more and then there was one omitted. 90s. During the period Umbrella continued to grow and expand through ties with the government, the organization became so large that Spencer could no longer fully control it. Numerous accidents plagued Umbrella's facilities around the world as a result of poor management. Furthermore, information was being leaked to rival organizations and the Connections due to moles who had infiltrated the company. Yet despite the circumstances, Spencer was able to thoroughly protect and complete his research at ARC. The research Elpis. I was just rereading this last paragraph here. While most records regarding Elpis were lost with the destruction of ARC, a precious few remain. Excerpt Confiscated Records. Spencer's message 199. Data missing. Tricell HCF. The family and Umbrella. Yeah, I remember those crates said HCF, but I don't remember what HCF is. I genuinely don't. I have to look into HCF. I forgot what that even stands for or who that is. Elpis shall bring it all to an end. Data corrupted. The only information leaked about Elpis was that it has the potential to upset the military balance of the entire world. However, a strictly managed password known only to Spencer was needed to access it. What is Elpis? Elpis, powerful antiviral drug. However, this was unknown to those who sought it. The Connections and other black market groups mistakenly thought it be a powerful bioweapon with the potential to control human minds. This confusion likely stemmed from the fierce competition surrounding the bioweapon development. There's common knowledge that Spencer, the developer of Elpis, aimed for the evolution and control of humanity through viral technology. I want to look at what HCF is real quick. It's actually from Code Veronica. Wait. Oh, that was Wesker's group, the HCF. Okay. I remember now. Okay. I totally forgot his group was called HCF. I honestly I did not remember that. Okay, knowledge that Spencer, developer Elpis... it was common knowledge that Spencer, the developer of Elpis, aimed for the evolution and control of humanity through viral technology. Completion of Elpis. Based on the data taken from the confiscated records and changes in Spencer behavior, we believe Elpis was completed around the mid-1990s. After this period, the records show a marked decrease in the number of public statements from Spencer. Similar decrease in activity was also observed at Raccoon City Orphanage. Disturbingly, it is suspected that the children at the orphanage had long been used for Umbrella experimentation. We knew that already. While Spencer frequently visited the orphanage, records indicated he stopped in the 1990s. Furthermore, the orphanage was under research jurisdiction of William Birkin in the late 90s. Birkin turned against Spencer, ultimately leading to the leak of the T-virus. 1998, the Raccoon City incident. T-virus leaked from Umbrella Research Facility in Raccoon City, causing an unprecedented outbreak. In response, the government decided to launch a missile strike on the city under the pretense of containing the spread. However, this is where we have been misled. The missile strike was not launched to prevent the spread of infection. A plan was formed to disrupt the relationship between the government and Umbrella and shift the blame for all illegal activities onto Spencer. Found records indicate that the connections lobbied for the missile strike. Excerpts from the confiscated records access log first assembly minutes. ARC has been secured. Commence the missile strike. The blame will fall solely on Spencer. With this, Umbrella will be dismantled and will seize their assets. Their goal was the acquisition of Umbrella assets, particularly the thing they believed would disrupt the world's military balance, Elpis. Due to Bailey's involvement, the connections were aware of Umbrella's inner workings prior to Raccoon City incident. This set them up to swiftly secure ARC before instructing the government to carry out the missile strike. After the Raccoon City incident, Umbrella trials. All those well-known trials were held after the events of Raccoon City incident. Testimony from Raccoon City survivors, along with evidence submitted by the Global Pharmaceutical Consortium, demonstrated the scope of Umbrella's nefarious activities. Evidence against Spencer was presented at the trials by subordinate Albert Wesker. It's now evident that Wesker was linked to Trisol, which in turn had strong ties to the connections. Therefore, it is highly likely there was pressure from the government and the connections during the trials. In 2004, following the outcomes of the trials, Umbrella was forced into bankruptcy. Just as connections and the government intended, Oswald Lee Spencer was held accountable as CEO and he disappeared from the public eye. Acquisition of ARC. Connections and the government seized ARC during the Raccoon City incident. Therefore, after ARC served as a base for research, development, and distribution of bioweapons, documents believed to be transaction lists have all been seized. These list Umbrella competitors along with organizations that were previously found guilty of illegal activity. Unfortunately, the most evidence was lost with the collapse of ARC. Recovery efforts continue, but success is unlikely. Proliferation of bioterrorism. Following the Raccoon City incident, weaponized viruses developed by Umbrella were leaked. Subsequently, instances of bioterrorism utilizing this technology spread around the globe. In 2013, President Adam 2013, President Adam Benford was assassinated by a terrorist attack. Intelligence agencies report that the president wished to reveal the full truth of the Raccoon City incident. It is possible that President Benford was privy to the facts revealed in this report. That's awesome. I love how everything's tying in. Spencer's final years. Many records about Spencer after the dissolution of Umbrella are scarce, but a new source of information has recently come to light. An interview conducted by Alyssa Ashcroft. Despite being responsible for countless atrocities, Spencer showed some signs of remorse in this interview. Having lost everything, he sought atonement. While Elpis is a powerful instrument that can render viral weapons inert, it also has the potential as a panacea to be used for good. It's possible that Spencer... I don't even know about... I know this word from like Kingdom Hearts in Final Fantasy? I think about, yeah, it's in Final Fantasy, but I don't even know if I've ever said it right. I just always pronounce it Panacea. Or not Panacea, Panacea. To be used for good. It's possible that Spencer's true motivations behind Elpis were peace and redemption. While he remained obsessed with the evolution of humanity through his later years, most testimonies describe him as nothing but a senile old man. Spencer died in 2006. At his secluded estate, his true intentions behind developing Elpis will forever remain unknown. Conclusion. As we can see, records, the Umbrella Corporation's liquidation was intentionally orchestrated by the connections in the U.S. government. Furthermore, they were involved in illegal development and trafficking of bioweapons in Raccoon City. The extent to which past and present governments were involved requires further investigation. Much about the connection remains shrouded in mystery, and most records of their involvement were destroyed alongside ARC. Countless lives have been lost. As government officials, we have a duty to pursue the truth. If anything, finding it will finally offer some closure to everyone who fell victim to these heinous actions. FBI intelligence analyst Grace Ashcroft. Grace Ashcroft. I don't know. I think I just said Ashcroft. Wow. Wow. That was an intense report. Hold on. I'm not trying to watch it right now. Leon has a fucking wedding ring on in this concept art. Are they gonna have him be married in this? And they scrapped it? Oh yeah, Titan Spinner, that was the name. Blisterborn, Blisterhead, Chunk, Zombie Singer, Zombie Surgeon, Zombie Chef. The Commander, Elite Guards. Intense gameplay experience only for those who dare play at your own risk. Oh god. I can only imagine what that was me. Honestly, I think standard classic was it was okay. It wasn't like it didn't feel like too difficult in my opinion, so Insanity must be fucking insane. So I'll be interested to try that out, but uh oh, hold on. Okay, I was wondering if Grace's report count is like a final file, but no, we literally missed one file. Where the fuck did I miss that file, bro? Oh, that is not what I meant to do. Oh, this is the upgraded tracker. I see. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to speedrun back to the decision-making part so we can see that other ending. So I'm gonna... It'll be like a second for you guys. I'm gonna pause it here and then speedrun this for y'all. And let's see what happens with the other decision. Yeah, here we go.
I was wrong, and I am plagued by guilt.
I'm gonna destroy Elvis. You promise you'll end this.
This is it.
Alright, let's see what happens. Well, obviously, Leon doesn't get the cure, right?
What did you do?
What I had to.
Grace, get out of here! Go! Right behind you!
Leon! What are you doing? Come on! Leon!
Holy shit. I'm about to execute him. Oh, he's about to pull a grenade.
At least I could save you.
Damn! Oh, I thought he was pulling a grenade on his waist. Like, I thought he was about to, like, suicide. But that's where Gideon came from, right? Clearly, this is the bad ending. So does she get like a final fight?
I wish I could have saved you, Leon.
Guess that's BSAA. Well, damn. Well, clearly knows the correct ending. That's a shitty ending. No challenges for even completing that ending. Wow. Okay, there we go. We got our answer. All right. Let's talk about the game and wrap it up. Man, like I said, this game was like awesome from beginning to end. Pacing was really good, very well balanced. Nothing, to me at least, overstayed its welcome, and I think everything, like the game just kept kind of like blowing my expectations out of the water. Hold on one second. All right, we're good. Even in the end, man, every time I'm doing something, my phone starts ringing. All right. Okay, what was I saying? Okay, the pacing was great, and the game kept like kind of blowing my expectations out of the water. Like when we switched halfway through the game to Leon in Raccoon City, and then it started introducing the combat data stuff and the shop, and then he got with the computers, he got his save feature. That was totally unexpected. Like I legit thought that when we got to Raccoon City, I thought that we would have just like cutscened it straight to like the RPD or something like that, and then maybe like a short little section, then RPD. Like I wasn't expecting a spider fight, a Mr. X fight, a Plant 43 fight. Like, dude, they were fucking at every turn. They kept like one-upping it, especially like when they had like the action set piece homage to the movie with the dogs and Gideon on the fucking bridge. Like that was insane. I really enjoyed the narrative of this game, the story. I thought it was so good because I feel like Leon's character finally got like the resolution he needed, like coming full circle, especially from the remakes, because this game clearly draws from the remakes. Even though it's the mainline game, it clearly draws from the remakes of like 2 and 4 remake. Like we saw like a lot of flashbacks of 2 because we were revisiting the RPD and stuff like that, and they specifically used remake visuals for 2, and like I felt like the character got the resolution that he needed because he finally was able to revisit his past and like conquer his trauma. And then on top of that, towards the end, we even got the exposure of the government and the connection with Grace's report and everything else that came out. the BSA pulled up. I was not expecting, because I remember before this game came out, they said Chris is not in the game, which technically he's not in the game, but the Wolfhound Squad showed up, and these guys were like, we got a message for Chris. That I'm completely curious about, like, what was that message from Chris to Leon, because we didn't get that. It cut away from that message, and the vibe that I get from this, and especially with like even 7 and 8, the stuff what they're doing with their connections, Chris, the stuff they did with the BSA at the ending of 8, using bioweapons. I think there was something we read towards the end that said even the BSAs in their pockets, which clearly we already know they're corrupt. It almost seems like they're with every game, seems like they're building to something here with the connections, and that leads me to the whole Xeno stuff with Gideon, and Gideon calling him like a pale imitation. And maybe I'm taking this too literal, but I don't know, I just got the vibe that he was like, I don't know, he was clearly, I'm not sure about Xeno, because to me, straight up, it was clear that he was a fucking Wesker, bro. Or Wesker alike. Like, the dude, to me, looked, sounded, and fucking had the powers of a Wesker. So, is it possible he's a Wesker clone? I know I was maybe saying like a Spencer clone, because dude said pale imitation, but I don't know, and I was really bummed out there, and I hope I'm wrong, but I kind of feel like it's anticlimactic, the little ending they got with Xeno, where Gideon decapitated him. But if he does end up being some side of clones, and you know, clones are a thing in this game, as they were growing fucking fetuses or whatever for, you know, like Chloe and Emily and Mary, the little girls. So it's possible that even though this Xeno died, maybe there might be another, or maybe there might be an original that guy's based off of. I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't know. That guy clearly has had some sort of connection to Spencer and Wesker in much more than working for them, because I don't know, that dude, either he's a clone of Wesker or he was a Wesker child, and I'm not even sure. I'd have to go look back at that RE5 Wesker children file, because I don't, it's been so long I vaguely remember what was on it. But yeah, kind of disappointed how he ended. I thought at the very least he might have got away. But nah, Gideon straight up, you know, decapitated him. Oh, and him also being like a new version of a nemesis was pretty cool. I think the overall like bosses and bioweapons in the game that they brought back were pretty fucking cool. So it was like awesome to see that from like a fan perspective. And then also, in terms of like Leon in combat, it was really cool to see him face off against things he's already fought, with the exception of Nemesis. That was like a Jill thing. But what I mean specifically is like Mr. X, when you fought him in the original, obviously Leon had no combat training, just rookie cop, and there's that move where he runs and charges at you. In R2 Remake, that's a if you get hit by that, you're dead. That's a one-hit kill. But in this game, because Leon is so seasoned and he's a fucking vet and a badass and he can parry and stuff like that, he's out here like parrying and deflecting attacks. That one shot that originally would kill you in RE2 Remake, now Leon can deflect it. And he's out here like actually combating the tyrant. And I think that goes to show, like, they did that in 8 with Chris too, when you get that that opposite of Ethan gameplay, where Chris is like this powerhouse with like melee moves in 7, in the DLC, not a hero. And then in 8 at the end, when you switch to him and you go on an absolute killing spree in the village to get down to the Megamite seat. But in this game, they took it to like a whole new level, because beginning to end, the gameplay between Leon and Grace is such a huge contrast in terms of like the power dynamic, that I think it just worked really well, because you have that RE2 style of gameplay, and then you switch to Leon, you have that like RE4 style of action, like evolved, and like you get to see like you get to see like this juxtaposition of like newbie to seasoned vet, but it's balanced in a way that didn't have me going like, oh, I wish I could be playing as Leon right now, or I wish I could go back to playing, you know. And mind you, I'm someone who prefers the more action RE, like the RE4 remake, maybe RE5, but I feel like RE5 and 6, the originals, kind of fucking dropped the ball in terms of like the balance, and they just got worse. and I felt like 4 was always just the right amount for me, and then 4 remake kind of evolved that with like the new combat mechanics. But again, they did it, but the combat itself evolved, but the gameplay around it and the enemies and what was going on also sort of evolved to match the new changes in gameplay. And it's the same here in Requiem, where, okay, you're thinking Leon's an absolute power unit, a powerhouse, and he's gonna just blow through everything, which he kind of does because he's super strong, like if you're really good. But still, there were some moments where things were challenging, and you definitely couldn't sleep on these enemies. Like there was a point where like a couple times where I'm just messing around trying things, and like making a mistake really had, at least in Classic, had repercussions. Because like enemies, like I know I got, if I'd get hit, you'd like lose so much health. Like I believe, like, who was it? Was it the I mean, this is a boss, but I think it was Mr. X. Like when he punched me, I lost like a huge chunk of my health bar. It was like almost half. So it definitely wasn't sleep. And the zombie enemies, they move faster, pretty aggressive, and they're still zombies, but they still did a good job of posing enough of a threat where you're not like, oh, okay, this is kind of boring. It just ended up working. So yeah, like I just really enjoyed this game and its story and narrative. And I think I honestly, more so than, I might have to rethink like my tier list of Resident Evils, because I think this game, honestly, there's no if, ands, and but. This game surpasses 7 and 8 for me. Like 8 surpassed 7, and now 9 surpassed 8 and 7. Not just in terms of like story, that's obvious. Narrative, character, story. This game clears those, because those games, 8 kind of tried to fix it, but they'd never fully double down. They still try to do that half and half bullshit of like hiding Ethan's face and making him the player, the character, and so they kind of messed up there. But this game focused on actual 2 like fleshed out characters that had experiences, and it was just a whole lot better, and that just works better for Resident Evil, so that automatically just makes it better than 7 and 8 in that regard. Again, my bad. I had to pause it because got interrupted again. Yeah, but what was I talking about? Here I go losing my train of thought again. Um, okay, yeah, narrative. Better than RE7 and 8 in terms of that regard. Even though I did enjoy the story of RE8, you know, but in terms of like actual characters, again, I think how they handled Leon and Grace in this game was 10 times better and works a lot better than that. And so I'd be happy if they did more stuff like this, along with how they handled the pacing. If they're gonna have like multiple characters in the game, I think it's super cool if they handle it like this. And you know, this is much like Revelations 1 kind of storytelling, because it is the same guy that made that game, same director. But I think this time around, for me at least, this was fine-tuned, and the attention to detail and the balance of it all was just so much better than Revelations 1, because I don't have Revelations 1 in the highest regard for me. Not that I necessarily hated it, but a lot of sections in that game that are just outright like kind of bland and boring to me. I love the setting of that game, but the actual story and gameplay didn't hit as hard for me. But this game was much better in terms of story, characters, and pacing and balance of like switching between characters, in my opinion. And also, I think it does help that it's only 2 characters. I think if they try to do something like this again, and I'm happy to be proven wrong, I think if you try to do something like this and you have more than 2 characters, like let's say they attempt a RE6 and they try to do all, well, obviously 6 would be co-op, but I don't think they'd abandon that nature of it. Same with 5, but if they try to do 4 stories, because you got Chris, Leon, Sherry, and Ada's. If you try to do 4 stories with 4 characters and switching between them, I think the pacing would, I just don't think it would work. Like, I think you would still have to keep here's how I think they would tackle that. They'd have to do it like this. Like, maybe play a couple chapters or scenes as a set of characters, go to the next set, but eventually things would have to intertwine. I could probably have a long discussion of how they could make 6 better using this style of pacing in this game, but I do think it'd still be pretty hard if you tried to do all those characters. I don't think it would land as well as Requiem with 2 characters. I still think that it would end up being flawed, because that's a lot of characters to have to try to flesh out and give screen time, whereas this one, you got to flesh out both Leon and Grace evenly, 50-50, and it was done well. And you add more characters to that. you had 4 more characters to that, and it's like the percentage for each character gets smaller and smaller because they have to share, unless they want the game to be like 700 hours long. Obviously I'm exaggerating, but yeah. But anyways, back to Requiem. Went off on a tangent there. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this game. Like, this game was fucking awesome from beginning to end. It was like such a roller coaster. Just to quick it up, I think really enjoyed the characters, story. Gameplay, just everything hit in all regards for me, and there was like so many surprises, like I mentioned, like especially like with the combat data stuff. Like I really enjoyed that. I thought that was like a cool in-game thing that made sense. And again, enemies, the surprise enemies, like I think I mentioned it when we encountered Titan Spinner, the spider, like, because I remember people were like, oh, you cut the spiders from RE2, the enemies, and then they were like, no, oh, you guys are upset we cut that? Well, here we're going back to Raccoon City, and here's a giant fucking boss spider. So I think that was pretty cool. Yeah, man, this game, I had a blast. It lived up. Well, not only I would actually say for me, again, with a little surprise and twist that, like, as the game went on, I'd say it surpassed my expectations. And I hope in the future, in terms of like story, lore, and characters, we get another game like this. Like, I hope this is like the beginning of like Resident Evil, where where we start to focus more heavily on narratives, because like I really enjoyed the narrative of this game, and it delivered for me. Like all that stuff at Spencer at the end, his last act of both, I guess you could say, redemption and a big fuck you to all the people that screwed him over. Which, by the way, I mean, that doesn't excuse him for being like evil, because he was still doing inhumane stuff, and like he kind of got served what he was doing himself. So like it wasn't like, it was just like all around everyone screwing over everyone, but in the end he had the last, at least with this game, he had the last laugh. And I'm not even gonna lie, for like, I didn't think they would, and I fully expected that there would be a cure by the end for Leon, but like they had me going there for a second at the end. When we got to the Elpis thing and he was like fucking coughing blood and dying, and Xeno was wanting to kill him there, like he legit couldn't move or fight, and they had me going there for a second, and then they present you with an option to destroy or set it free. But luckily based on those the Spencer the Spencer tapes, and then what really helped it was the file we got at the end there that I saw in the menu. It was a list of notes and stuff. It basically all those things alluded to, you know, and like the video where it's like Grace, his adopted daughter, his hope, all of that affected my decision on letting it free. Just gave me the vibe and implied that setting it free was excuse me, the right option. I'm glad I chose that one too, because going back and just doing that, the other ending, that ending straight up fucking sucked. We all just got brutally beaten and then executed, and then Grace took like, I guess, an elevator up, and then says, "I'm sorry, I couldn't save you," and the game ends. There's no after credits or nothing. So I'm glad I end up accidentally like taking the leap of faith and setting Elpis free. But I probably, if it wasn't again for the Spencer videos talking about Grace there, the interview with Alyssa, and then especially reading that note, I probably would have destroyed it. Because I was leaning towards that, because Leon was like, you gotta end it no matter what. Like basically forget about him, you gotta finish it. I was about to do that, but then obviously prior to that we saw the videos. We got the interview with Spencer and the notes, and that swayed me to release Elpis. So, yeah. I'm also curious, speaking of like the choices, I'm curious why, especially with 7, why in a Resident Evil game, why throw those in there? I understand if like it's riddled throughout the game of making choices, but like throwing it in at the end, they did that with 7. This director likes to do that. Because he did in 7 at the end when you have to choose between Zoe and Mia. Now that he made 9 this time, he also did it. I guess it's just a fun thing he likes to do at the end, multiple endings. But I'm curious what his thought process behind that is. Oh, I've been rambling about how I felt about this game, and I didn't even really talk about what happened at the end. Like that post-credit scene of the connection soldiers pulling up and they killed BSA members. That, and then they said, I'm a bit confused there, and they said we need that looked like Raccoon City, where we ended the game, and they said before the wolves get here, but that looked like post when the wolves got there, because the wolves are referring to Wolfhound Squad, right? That's what I'm assuming. So it's like they came, they saved Leon and Grace, then everybody dipped, and then they came back and killed the BSA agents that were still hanging around there. And so were they implying that, oh, we just killed them, so now the wolves are coming back? I don't really get that post-credit scene, other than the fact that they came there and cleaned it up. But it's obviously, I think, post saving Leon and Grace. And also, Chris's message to Leon, still wonder what that is. And then Leon, I think he said towards the end, he was like, I don't know where Chris is, but I'm sure I'll see him again soon, or something like that. I don't know. All of that, the vibes from that are getting like there's going to be some bigger thing going to go down. And it's clearly not Leon's last game. Didn't feel like that to me. So, potential Leon Chris game? That would be fucking awesome to me. But after this game, balancing, we got original survival horror and the action and doing both. I'm curious if they're ever gonna want to go back to just doing like a pure like action game, like a pure survival action game at that. I mean, like an entire campaign as like Leon's gameplay. Are they just gonna try to do that going forward? Are they gonna try to do like both going forward, or was this just a special occasion, a lightning in the bottle attempt? Like they just tried it and it worked, and for me it was successful. I don't know how anybody else feels, because I've been keeping myself blind because I didn't want to get spoiled on this stuff. I've been waiting so long to play this. I literally blacked out everything on Twitter. Like I muted any and everything. Like I made muted words any and anything related to Resident Evil. So like my entire Twitter is like silenced of Resident Evil for like 30 days. I think it mutes your words for 30 days. So like my timeline has been completely cleaned, and I've been avoiding YouTube Shorts, because I know if I had went through there like to scroll through Shorts, I probably would have got spoiled on shit. And also I'd stay away from the recommended page 100%. I've been spoiled on certain games before. Not ever Resident Evil, but there were certain games where like and they weren't like major spoilers, but like, you know, people posting videos or thumbnails or some shit on the recommended page, and it's like, oh, you like this, you watched videos regarding this, and you like this, so, you know, we're just gonna recommend you someone posting early footage of a game or some shit like that. So, like, I'd recommend not ever getting on fucking YouTube, or at least not getting on the recommended page if you're gonna just stay in your own sub box. And stay out of the shorts. Stay out of shorts, stay out of recommended, because you probably would get spoiled. Yeah. Been completely away from all of that. So I feel like now I can finally get back on and see what everybody else is thinking. I hope everyone enjoyed it as much as I did. But who knows? Maybe I'm wrong, because there have been many times where there are games that I personally enjoy only to find out people fucking hated it. So we'll see. I hope it's not one of this one. I hope everybody enjoyed this one. Yeah. I feel like that's all my thoughts. I fucking love this game, and I'm about to try and platinum this game, and also I want to play Insanity mode. I got to look at the trophies and see what I missed. Also, there was a challenge there when we were looking through the challenges that final puzzle. What the fuck does that even mean? Let the sweet pear hear the voice. Hear the voice. Maybe it's referring to the singing chicks in the road hill. Maybe you have to like have them sing somewhere. Maybe you lure them to follow you and sing somewhere. I don't know. I don't know what this. It's like, it's just a vague ass fucking riddle. Let the sweet pear. There's 2 singing people, so maybe you have to. Oh, wait. I don't even. Can you lure her all the way there? I was gonna say maybe you have to lure the 2 singing chicks together. Sweet pear, hear the voice. Yeah, I don't even know. I genuinely don't know. Yeah, okay. That's the end. That's the end here. That's Requiem. I had a blast. Like I said, love this game. I hope you guys enjoyed the Let's Play. I know it's been a while since I've done one. I'm not done with this game. I have to hop back on here. Like I said, I'm going to be getting try to get the platinum and Insanity mode, and then also, I do have Tormented Souls 2. I do plan on doing that on the channel because I did the first game and I really enjoyed that game. I do have it. I did play the demo. So I'm excited for that. It's just that I just haven't had the time. Where I just had other stuff going on when that game came out. So I wanted to give it like its proper attention, just like I'm doing with Requiem. But you know, Requiem, that took precedent over any game, and plus, like I said, I hadn't done anything in a while. I've been burnt out on. I was also a little bit burnt out on doing Let's Plays, but Tormented Souls is one of the ones. It's another survival horror game that I want to play. Played the first one, liked it, so that one's gonna come. I'm not really gonna give a timeline on that because I'm not sure when I get to it. I just need like some really good downtime, and then I'll do it so I can actually like focus on playing it. This one was actually Raccoon was a little bit hard for me to record because I got a lot of personal stuff going on in life that happened, and I haven't been able to properly, like, if it usually with like a situation like this with like a Resident Evil game, I'd sit down and I'd play it like all weekend until I beat it, but I haven't really had that. I kind of had to break up my playtime into like a few hour sessions. Not a few hours, so there were 2 days where like I played for like a good chunk of the day, but what I'm trying to say is I haven't been able to like really sit down and fully go through it as you guys can see watching the Let's Play. There were many times where I got interrupted and had to pause and stuff like that. But yeah, that being said, we did manage to beat it, and I had a fucking blast. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed Resident Evil Requiem. Thank you for joining me. And yeah, I've been yapping too much, going in circles, so I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.